Hello Sagittarius, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm going to use the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I already shuffled. Let's see what we got. That's it? Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see where this is going. Let's just start from the beginning because something seems a little interesting here at the end. We'll get there. We'll get there. The situation you're coming into feels good when you go right into it. Sagittarius. The other side, this is the other side, the King of Cups going on here. Somebody seems very appreciative of you, feels like everything is on point. It feels like they're conducive of what you're doing. Are they involved? They're involved. They seem to be helpful. Helpful for what you want to do. I'm feeling this person is kind of one of the people who kind of pushes you forward and encourages you and supports you and helps. I'm feeling this person is helpful. All right, that's good. On your side, I'm getting the Ten of Cups with the knowledge. Like, I feel like you're getting along with this person very well. You can depend on them when you need something. I'm getting like, you know what needs to go on to keep this going on, to keep this situation happy. I feel like you're very comfortable with what you need to do to keep this person on the up and up. In the sense, like, I feel like this person might need a little bit more emotional attention. I just don't feel like this is the most comfortable or the easiest thing for you to do, but I feel like at this point, you know what to do and you know how to do it. It's fine. It's not something you just kind of would do with everybody, but I feel like you emotionally keep this person satisfied. You consider their emotions. You realize they may be a little bit more sensitive than other people in your life. But there's somebody you can depend on, and you make that extra effort to keep them happy. Correct? Okay. So this is the situation you're coming into. It seems like this is the background information. Now, knowledge is on your side. The other card on here is wisdom. The difference between knowledge and wisdom is the way I see it. Knowledge is knowing what needs to be done. Wisdom is having that knowledge and knowing what's going to happen. Like having reference, not only reference to what to do, but having the wisdom to like, all right, I know what's here. I know what I have. I know how it gets used. But the wisdom is like knowing how to actually apply it so it'll be most effective. It's like the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge, for me, and somebody can call me out on this in the comments if you want, feel free. Knowledge doesn't, you don't have, knowledge is like a part of wisdom. But wisdom isn't a part of knowledge always. Like, knowledge is like knowing. You know what has to happen. Wisdom is like not only knowing, but realizing what the best thing to do with what you know. I hope this makes sense. Because wisdom is like knowing, it's like knowing what, not only knowing, but having that maturity to be like, all right, even though I know that this person is doing such and such, realizing, you know, me getting involved may not be helping that situation. Wisdom is saying, yeah, I know what's going on over there, but I have the wisdom to just stay out of it. And maybe that's the way I should put that. Because I'm kind of feeling that here with this person. Because I feel like they know something. Is that where we're going? They know something, but they have the wisdom to just to keep their nose out of it. And I feel like that's what you're going for here. Not what you're going for. That's what's happening here. Okay. So I feel like this seems more current. Now, this may seem out of place, especially if this reading is going to hit for you. Because I feel like this is a warning sign. This person that means a lot to you, you know what I mean? You take that extra effort to keep them happy. They seem to know something. I feel like you know it too. Are you on the same page? They are advising to stay out of it. They are advising to stay out of it. They're going to stay out of it. Is that right? Okay. And I feel like they're warning you. They're like, you know what? We both see what's happening. We both know where it's going. Us being involved is not going to improve the situation, and we're just going to end up with backlash. If we put our nose in it, we're going to get smacked. Like, we should just stay out of it and let it solve itself. That's what I feel like this person is saying. I feel like that's kind of hard for you. You kind of feel like that's not... I don't feel like you like that. I feel like you're seeing what this person is saying. It's hard not to agree with this person, but it's just you feel a little guilty not saying not like putting what you know forward. Almost like you just feel like it looks better if you just say something. But I'm getting this other person saying, no. Just, it's not going to improve the situation. It could make it just to where you end up with some of the backlash, and that's not fair. They're saying it's not going to improve anything, just stay out. And I feel like that's hard for you because you care about the situation. And they're like, I do too, but it's just not going to help. And they keep reiterating that. Like, it's not going to improve the situation. Let it unravel on its own. It may make it happen faster, but if you do that, you're going to get some of the backlash. They're like, don't do that to yourself. Let it go its own course. I'm getting like you're taking this person's advice. I'm getting you're staying out of it with the Three of Wands. I feel like it's the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. It feels like the Three of Wands because I feel like you're staying out of it. The majority of you are. But you're perplexed. You're having a hard time. You're making a choice here. The Two of Wands, I feel like you're kind of pulled between the two. It's hard, but I do feel like you're staying out of it. But I just feel like that's the choice you're making. Because the Two of Wands, for me, it feels like it's not an easy choice, but you're making a choice. And I'm getting the situation is fine at that moment. When you stay out of it, everybody seems to be getting along. But I feel like this is not the easiest thing for you. Because what happens next, and you see it coming, the Three of Swords happens. The crap hits the fan. The situation comes forward. This other person that you care about was right. It's going to happen on its own, and it did. You're not, and I feel like you have to be careful not to say that you saw it coming or you knew this and that. I feel like that's another thing. When this Three of Swords hits, it's like the situation is playing out. You knew it was gonna, but I feel like it's still hard for you because you have to be careful not to say that you saw it coming or you knew this or you knew that. You got to still stay out of it. You still have to work to keep yourself. You got to keep your mouth shut about what you knew. And I feel like this is all a part of this other person, and I feel like they were right. Like, if you open your mouth now, you're still going to get backlash, and it's not fair that you do. It's not something, like, this is not for you to be a part of. It's not right for you to take some of the backlash. And I feel like it's hard for you because you knew stuff, and you want to talk with this person about it, but you're just kind of like, I don't want to end up with a backlash, and it's not fair if I do, but it's hard at the same time. What I'm getting, though, is you get through this moment, and the last card is saying the home safe protection. Like, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I don't feel like there's any problems because of this. But I'm getting, like, you seem to be getting along with people a lot easier. People seem to be still flowing with you a lot easier. I'm getting in the long run, like, there's no problems to work out. There's no hard feelings or anything like that. Because I feel like if you say something, you're going to get some of the backlash. It's not fair. But I feel like then you have to work to fix the situation, and I don't feel like that's fair either. Because people's feelings are hurt, and, you know, all this other... Whatever the situation is, I don't feel like it's a little thing. And I feel like it's on its crash course destination anyway. It has nothing to do with you. And I feel like this person's right. They're just like, stay out of it. You don't deserve that. You're just going to end up with some of the backlash. Let it just play out on its own. I just feel like it's hard for you to watch it play out. You want to actively help, but the thing is, you getting involved is not helping, and it's just making it harder on you. It's not really making it harder on whoever you're dealing with here, but it is going to just add you to the mix and just give you more heartache and more pain that you don't really want. You would like to help, and you're willing to help, but I don't feel like that's really an option here. So I feel like just let it be is kind of the word, or the phrase for that. Let it be. Let it be. That's a phrase. That's not a word, that's a phrase. I feel like that's what they want to say. All right. I think we're good. I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.